Well, I have to say I'm pretty surprised because apparently the Sims team just patched fixes for both The Sims and Sims 2 re-releases. So let's get right into these patch notes after I just ranted about this still being a lingering problem in my last video. Here we are. For the original Sims game, Alt-Tab or Alt-Enter can sometimes cause a crash. Alt-Enter can sometimes cause the Windows bar to be hidden. Alt-Enter can sometimes not toggle between full screen and windowed modes. On some systems, The Sims can appear to launch and then immediately exit. The Sims should now launch in most situations, whatever that means. In some cases, there is an underlying graphics issue. The Sims will display a message. Some players are unable to click on various parts of the neighborhood map. The travel screen, when traveling between neighborhoods and worlds, can sometimes appear garbled or glitched. The Sims could also crash if you are not on the default neighborhood and you interact with another Sim and then you hit save. The Sims will now instead clip from the top of the screen. In some situations in windowed mode, the title bar might not be visible, and finally, the family friends counter can sometimes not be visible. They also do have some general notes in addition to all these fixes. It does look like they tackled some pretty serious bugs, so let's just hope they're actually fixed for all players. So these general notes, several players have had problems with walls, floors, objects not showing up, games not launching that are addressed by updating graphics drivers to the latest version. And the Sims game window is of a fixed size that can't have its basic properties changed after it's launched. Moving the window from a monitor to another with a different, lesser resolution can lead to unexpected results, possibly even crashes. If you want to run The Sims on the second monitor, please use this option, and you can screenshot if you need this. Of course, I will leave the link to the patch notes. Also, in some situations, players have noted the music only plays in live/live mode. Please check your computer's sound options and make sure that everything is properly configured. Finally, you might be prompted to enable the help system every time you return to a house. This is the game trying to have you do the complete tutorial. This will continue to happen until you complete the tutorial. That's kind of annoying. So yeah, it sounds like they did fix some of the major crashing issues if it actually was fixed, but it also sounds like you're gonna have to still adjust some settings if you are playing the original Sims game and so happen to have some of these issues. And now let's go to the bugs they supposedly fixed for Sims 2. Alt-Tab or Alt-Enter can sometimes cause a crash. Some players on EA app received an error message indicating that certain needed files were corrupt. The game would sometimes crash after creating a family. The game sometimes launched at a small resolution and then scaled that small format to fill the entire monitor. In certain situations, the game will launch and then immediately show a DirectX error, requiring the use of the W option to work around the problem. Sometimes a sim or multiple sims would disappear after the player moves to another lot or neighborhood. Sometimes non-adult sims, children or pets, would just disappear. Some interactions that result in a transferable reward, as in a dog returns from work, can cause the game to crash for some reason. And finally, address some infinite loading screen issues. Once again, they have general notes for some other issues that are not covered here. Several players have had problems that are addressed by updating graphics drivers to the latest versions. Remember that the full prop testing cheats enabled cheat will cause the game to periodically show various dialog boxes. And finally, we are investigating an issue that happens during certain cinematic events such as alien abductions. The sim can be reset and the event fails. We are investigating this, and you can work around the issue by making certain there are no other sims on the lot. While some issues may not be listed here, they might still be in the process of being addressed. So the first one that comes to mind is a cooking and food bug. So many people have brought this up, and that does occur in different ways. Some people are not able to eat the food they cook. Other people have other weird food related issues, not being able to fulfill their needs. All in all, this does sound maybe kind of promising. I do feel skeptical, but I'm going to say this. I'm glad the bug fixes are here if they actually work. I'm never going to say that I'm not glad. However, I can't say that it was acceptable to launch as it was. Let's hope this starts get things moving in a positive direction, because this was a huge blunder. Please do let me know if you have The Sims 1 and Sims 2, if you test this out, what your experiences are. I probably will try to collect some information myself. I so wish I could test this, but I am a Mac user. As always, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.